I'm William Murray, chairman of the Religious Freedom Coalition in Washington, D.C., here to talk to you about that brand new mosque, 15 stories of it, to be built in New York City, a block from Ground Zero, where the 9/11 jihad attack occurred. I'm here to tell you that there's nothing to fear. This is going to be an interfaith center. It is going to contain a Roman Catholic and Protestant chapel, as well as a synagogue, and an outreach center in order for Christians to be able to express their faith and teach Muslims about Jesus Christ. It's going to be open to the public, and in fact, the hiring practices of the Muslims who are building this mosque are going to be such that the employees are going to represent the diversity of New York City, with more than 60% being Protestant and Catholic and about 20% being Jewish. Do you believe this? If you do, you're a fool. Of course there's not going to be any synagogue in it, and there are not going to be any Jews employed. There's not going to be a Roman Catholic chapel. There's not going to be a Protestant chapel. There's going to be dorms for young men to come in from all over the world in order to go down and tour triumphantly the place that they view as the victory of Islam over Christianity. The very name of the place, Cordoba House. Cordoba was the capital of Islamic Spain. Oh, I forgot. That was an enlightened time of Islam. How enlightened? Well, when the Muslims took over Spain, Christians and Jews there had three choices. They could either convert, be driven into exile without their possessions, and wives were considered possessions, so they had to leave their wives and children behind, or they could choose death. Parts of Spain were controlled by Islam until 1492, the year that Columbus, of course, made his voyage to the Americas. Why was this name chosen? For enlightenment? For tolerance? Of course not. It was chosen as a symbol of Islamic domination over the West. There's going to be a center, they claim, a memorial within the building to 9/11. And of course, it will be there for all of those who died on 9/11, including, of course, the hijackers that flew the aircraft into the building. There are no synagogues in Saudi Arabia. There are no churches in Saudi Arabia. In fact, you can't even be buried in Saudi Arabia if you're a Christian and happen to die there on vacation or because you work there, simply because it would contaminate their land. Christians are brutalized in Muslim countries. Pastors have been murdered just recently in Pakistan. In Afghanistan, even with American troops there, Christians are brutalized and punished, and homes for shelters for women that have been set up have been closed by the government, which is, by the way, the Islamic Republic of Afghanistan. Iraq is no better. 75% of the Christian population that was there under the secular government of Saddam Hussein have been forced to leave under the new Islamic government that we installed. Iran stones women to death, arrests pastors, and tortures them. There's no reciprocity involved here at all. It's just very clear. We can't do anything in a Muslim country that Muslims can do here. They can come here, establish schools and universities where they teach that democracy is an apostate religion that must be destroyed. That's okay. We have a school in Virginia that is 100% founded by the Saudi government. One of the valedictorian graduates is currently serving a prison term for planning to assassinate the President of the United States. The geography maps in the school don't show Israel. Spain is referred to under the name that the Caliphate gave it, of course. And again, democracy is taught to be an apostate religion to Islam, which must be destroyed. The New York City mosque shouldn't be built unless Islam, the religion of peace, is going to use the mysterious funds, such as the $150 million they got to cash in order to buy the property, which they won't tell anybody where it came from or how it got there. I wish my organization could go into New York City and buy land and not tell anybody where the money came from, but, of course, we're a Christian organization. We're not allowed to do that. The point is very simple. This property should be used for an interfaith center. This property should not be just about Islam, not where it is. It should be truly interfaith. It should have the chapel that I mentioned at the beginning of this, Roman Catholic, a Protestant chapel, a synagogue. Jews and Christians should be allowed to freely come and go. If it isn't, it just shouldn't be built. William Murray, Religious Freedom Coalition, for No 911 Mosque.